Hey, it's your boy Bobby Beast here. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is
Ghost, will the boss return?
now, when it comes down to it, a lot of fans, the reason why a lot of people disagree with the way that Ghost died was because it was like, how could he not see it coming? Tariq showed every sign of taking him down and taking him out. And after 6 seasons of seeing him outwit, outmove, 2 or 3 steps ahead of everyone, and we're talking about Ghost was steps ahead of the people who was on his side. He was steps ahead of his enemies. He was steps ahead of the federal government. He was always moves ahead of everyone. You mean to tell me that he goes down because his son, who he can sense, may want to come for him, may not. He doesn't sense the fact his son may come for him. That's the reason why a lot of people are like, nah, there's no way he goes down like that. Now, when it comes down to it, I'll say this right here. In defense of how he is gone, who else would the betrayal is big. Who else would you let get that close to you? Even Kanan referenced to Tariq in the end of Power Book 1 that Tasha, Tommy, nobody else could get that close to him. All of them would be unsuccessful immediately because Ghost would see it coming. But Ghost would never see it coming from Tariq. And the reason why Ghost would never have seen it coming from Tariq is because Tariq was his heir. Tariq was the one he was preparing for everything. Tariq was the one he was going to give the crown to. Not saying he was not going to give the crown to Raina or Yasmin, or potentially his outside son with Angela Jr., who we all still kind of believe is Paz's son, but I want to say that that man might be a St. Patrick. Not to say that he didn't have anything planned for them. He's paid off Junior's college. He's had plans for Raina had she not passed away, and he set up Yasmin for life. So obviously when it comes to Tariq, you don't think he would have seen it coming when he's put Tariq in a situation where he has to get the grade point average in order to get the money? That's the reason why we're like, well, he kind of must have seen it coming. Tariq has to graduate from college with a high GPA in order for him to be able to obtain whatever it is that Ghost has left for him. So when it comes down to it, this is a man that plans ahead. He was even planning ahead in the moments of his death, potentially. Even in book 2, book 2, where it seems as though he was still planning moves in book 2 as well. So when it comes down to it, this is the reason why a lot of people disagree with the fact of him being gone and him going down the way he did, like he didn't see it coming. And what you're saying to me is that he's let his guard down with Tariq the most, the person he's put a gun on, because he was letting him know that I could see you coming, and don't ever think you're smarter than me. Don't make the mistake of thinking you're smarter than me. This man didn't see this coming when he had to pull a gun on his own son and go ghost mode on his son versus being James St. Patrick. That's the question. But hey, me personally, I respect Story. I know Story. And if that is really his death, if that really his end, I respect it. However, when it comes down to it, this is the reason why a lot of fans do not believe him to be gone, do not believe him to be dead, and we're hoping that he does eventually return in Power Book 2 Ghost, mostly because Tariq is against all odds. And now this is a story that will either show Tariq how great he is, and he will stand up against everything that's coming after him, or it could be very well be a story that ends him. And if it's leading more towards the ending Tariq storyline, Ghost would need to show up to protect his son, a prediction that I made a couple of years ago. But we will see how this plays out. I just want to say to all of you that it is your boy Bobby Beast here. I just want to say much love, much respect. Hold it down, and one.